I believe it was a ranger that told me about other campgrounds by the BLM besides Horse Thief Campground. And I had read that Horse Thief filled up, and not knowing where I was going to stay was a big issue. So I heard that there was another campground that was closer to Canyonlands in that it might be a good fit for me with a pickup truck, and that is called Cowboy Campground. It only has 7 spaces, and it's on the top of a knoll, and there are a lot of warnings about the ground clearance required and things like that to get in there. My vehicle has good ground clearance, and I wasn't going to have an RV or need hookups or water or any of that. So it was something that turned out to be excellent for me, and I want to share it with you. The BLM campgrounds are now $20 a night, and they're kind of expensive for just camping, but they don't use any taxpayer dollars. Every dollar that's collected goes to maintain the campground. And I really enjoyed my time. I spent 3 nights there in what is called Cowboy Campground, and it's the closest campground that I know of to Canyonlands. At my time, I went there and had the pleasure of having openings. I got a beautiful site. And the way the system works is there's a board that you sign into, and you get a slip of paper after you pay your fees. You needed to have cash or a check, or a few of the BLM campgrounds have a solar-powered kiosk for credit cards, but in my case, I had planned to stay at some of the BLM campsites, and I knew I needed to have some cash. And I was really pleased with the BLM campgrounds that I stayed with on this trip. Once I had my campsite, then I went and navigated around some of the areas there. Even though I was no longer within Canyonlands, the scenic overlooks and everything are just amazing on the Grandview Point Road. It's a target-rich environment to borrow a line from Top Gun, but the scenery is just spectacular everywhere. A thing that they do say on these campgrounds, if they're full, please don't drive around in the campgrounds for dust and disturbing everybody. In my driving back, I did notice that the Horse Thief Campground was already full as I went to explore some of the scenic points. A couple points. One is I did have enough ground clearance. They do have what are called vault toilets. They're very nice. They were very clean. I had my own water. You need water at Cowboy Campground. And no hookups. Just the only thing they have is the vaulted toilets. But in my case, I love the isolation. I did get a chance to talk to my neighbors, including this other photographer that you see up on the top of the hill. It was just a great place to be outdoors, get some night sky photography. Took a big mental strain off of me knowing I had a place to stay for 3 nights. So I highly recommend these BLM facilities.